So we're basically going to be doing a who's most likely scenario.
Right.
So I'm going to pass you this.
Okay.
We're going to ask you a series of questions and scenarios. You just have to write down the person who's most likely to be doing this. At which point we'll ask you to elaborate and say, why is this person?
What, so I write it down and show you it?
Yeah, can you just show it to the camera?
Okay.
Perfect. Who is the biggest pain in the neck to travel with?
That's a fairly easy one to answer. Because of the moaning. Honestly, we did a film when he and I were travelling through an airport, and we were complaining about... Sorry, no, he was complaining about how far it is to walk to check-in, or from check-in to the plane. And he did this immensely long rant, and everyone thought, that was really clever, you wrote and did... No, that's what he does. It's intensely irritating, so there's only one answer to that.
James said he once complained about the colour of a car when you were getting picked up.
Jeremy did.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
James May is the man that once said when we were travelling doing our live shows, we were going to go to the next location, and he said, will the wine be chilled on the helicopter? Now, that's a number of assumptions. Firstly, that there's a helicopter. Secondly, that there'll be wine on it. Lastly, that it can be chilled.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about that man. I'm going to change my answer to James. Next.
Who has the worst travel attire?
The grey-haired old lady of the trio. It's just shocking. A battered old T-shirt with a picture of a Spitfire on it stretched over him. It's just, come on, mate. Make some sort of effort. People are looking at you. But like all people who say, I don't really care about clothes, wait a minute. No, it takes longer to look that terrible than it would to just look normal and blend. So it's willful. He's willfully badly dressed. Shabby.
Shabby. Not even shabby chic.
No, just shabby.
Who speaks with
Why
the
do
worst...
I have to write it down every time? Why can't I just say it?
Well, we thought it might
So
make
not
more of
writing.
a more visual element.
Well, you can hear me as well as see me. It's me. If I say a name to you, you'll... All right, carry on.
Let's try it.
Is this high-tech?
Very.
For your high-tech platform?
This
It's
is
very
actually-
modern. Yeah, we're really, really modern.
That's actually the menu board in mine and my girlfriend's flat. We write our menus on it every day. Sorry.
You do what?
So we like... I'll tell you at the end.
You're right.
Who speaks with
Lord.
the worst foreign accent?
Email now to find out more. What?
Who speaks with the worst foreign accent?
Ta-da! His French is shocking.
Right.
Really, really bad. I mean, Jeremy's is pretty poor. Mine, not surprisingly, I'm from Birmingham, isn't good. But James's is just appalling.
So James said that you do an excellent Brummie accent, and Jeremy does a great French accent.
I do an excellent Brummie accent. Well, yeah, I'm from Birmingham, and it's not really difficult, is it? It's just speaking. But yeah, it'll be James who does the worst French accent.
Who has the best and worst sense of direction?
Okay, you want to touch two people.
Let's do it.
So you need one that's the best and one that's the worst. Right, this is a complicated answer. The worst is Mr. James May. I mean, he'd deny it, but he gets lost in hotels, and he does. He gets lost in his own room. And the best, I've put me, only because that's the only nice thing that you've had so far that we could attribute to one of us. So I'll attribute it to me.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know that it's necessarily the case, actually. I have a worrying suspicion it might be Jeremy, but I'm certainly not going to say that.
Don't want to feed the ego. Who would you least like to spend the night with in a foreign prison?
Wait, this foreign prison. Is it in a cell?
Yes,
Who else? Is it just the two of us, or is it like lots of other people?
just you two. It can be a bunk bed, it could be a single, it could be a double bed. Do they do double beds in
Just to be
prison?
clear, I'm standing up all night. Let's be quite clear about that. Right. Most want to, or least?
Least.
Okay. Now, I don't want to hurt him with this. I don't care. It's Jeremy. Simply because I'd rather with James, because James likes what he calls itchy prison blankets. It's weird. But he likes a single bed and an itchy prison blanket. In fact, one time in Bolivia, the accommodation that night, we had to doss up down in some little shepherd's hut in the middle of nowhere. And we were sharing. We opened the door and it was bliss because it was 2 little single beds. I love a single bed as well. But he likes a really itchy blanket, which means he'd be very happy, which means he'd shut up. Whereas Jeremy wouldn't shut up. And then I'd have gone to prison for whatever I've gone to prison for, traffic offence, but then I'd have to stay in prison because I would have committed murder.
Sort of like a double up.
It'd be
Now
bad.
you're here for a reason.
It'd be really bad.
Who is most likely to survive being stranded on a desert island?
Okay. Me. Am I allowed to say me?
Of course.
Okay, me. Because I'm reasonably practical. I don't take so much food to run me because I'm not as big as the others. So I've only had to find one thing to eat and it would last me a week. Plus, I'm happy with my own company. Jeremy would go mad in an hour, and James is me.
Who would pack the least appropriate item for a foreign trip?
Well, it depends. Now, you see, I put that because I'm a bit thick.
Okay.
So I might, put a pair of swimming trunks to the pole or something. I don't know. That's possible. That has. I did turn up at. Where did I turn up at? It was somewhere really hot. And I turned up in like Arctic kit. That's a problem. But then Jeremy and James each turn up. All of their kit is inappropriate and horrible. And Jeremy wears those ghastly suede shoes and no socks.
That's not what you want in 40 degree heat.
So I'm going to say, I'll stick with me.
Now, James
Was
said-
lying.
Well, I need you to clarify this. James said that Jeremy once bought him a present to put on front of his car, which happened to be quite a large sexual object.
Oh, yes, it did. Yes.
Is that true?
He did do that, yes. It's really unpleasant.
And who is most likely to get seasick?
None of us.
Really?
No, I never get seasick. I can't, I don't think we do. I mean, sick of one another stuff, but no, I don't think we would get seasick. We're hardened travellers.
You are, yeah.
You're
Good man.
Pretty tough.
I think that's everything.
That's it.
Yeah. I hope you have fun.
So, were you going to ask who's the best? I've just answered that one. There it is.
Just so every camera's got it.
Yeah, just to make sure. Thank you very much
No,
indeed.
that was great.
And
So-
well done for your high-tech
Thank you.
fridge device.
So that's-
What are these menus you write down? Keep rolling.
Yeah. So, yeah, like Monday to Friday, we'll write down what food we're having. And so, Monday, Tuesday, I can show you.
Why do you do that?
Because we often shop on a budget. And
Yeah.
so, in order to not waste money, we decide what we're going to have, like on the Sunday, and then we go through Monday to Friday, and then we just write down a little menu.
So if there's leftovers, you can plan ahead so you're not going to suddenly waste stuff that might not otherwise be eaten.
Basically, yeah, but there's rarely a time when there are leftovers. But for example, it's just nice to know that if you're having a rubbish day, you look at it and you're like, oh, Monday night is lasagna.
Oh my God, your day's so bad that the only thing that's cheering you up is a plastic thing stuck to your fridge with lasagna written on it.
It doesn't even fit
Jeez,
to our fridge.
you have ruined my day. I've had a nice one and now I'm just depressed. Take your fridge
We will,
menu
we'll get that,
board
yeah.
away.
Richard, so lovely to meet you, man. Thank you.